Donald Trump's closing argument in this campaign. He's had one group that he's really, for the past few months, tried to focus on, and that is suburban women. And he's got maybe one last pitch for them. And this campaign messaging is coming to you via the 1950s. Here he goes.
Because women, suburban or otherwise, they want security. They want security. They want safety. They want law and order. They have to have law and order. And we're going to do great. And I love women, and I can't help it. They're the greatest. I love them much more than the men. Much more than the men. So I'm saving suburbia. I'm getting your kids back to school. Get your kids back to school. And you know what else? I'm also getting your husbands. They want to get back to work, right? They want to get back to work. We're getting your husbands back to work. And
what is going on?
Yeah, is this Mad Men?
They love security. Yeah, seriously. I didn't watch Mad Men, so I might be. So
John, it's the best drama of all time. Go on.
Anyway, better than season 8 of anyway. So they want security. They want their kids to go back to school. I'm surprised number 3 isn't like, I'm gonna give you a rosé as much as you want. And then they want their husbands to go back to work. What the F is that? There's like 80 million American women in the workforce. Yeah. They work, and especially, thanks to capitalism, they gotta. So no, they are going back to work as well. It's not just their husbands, you caveman. What the F?
I know, and what I love about this constant naked plea to suburban women is like, has there ever been a politician who just says the polling data that his team is giving to him, like very inartfully? They're telling him, you need to win over suburban female voters. So he goes on the stump and goes, suburban women love me, do it. I mean, you usually have a little bit more finesse than that, but he just says what his campaign team is telling him. He's making inroads with suburban women, and then he goes on the stump. Why don't you love me, suburban women? I mean, you would kind of have to first make the appeal to them instead of just calling out that specific demographic.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, I don't think that's the only example of what you're talking about, where he's given like a couple bullet points, like, oh God, we really need to join to get this group. And like that's given to him so that he can come up with some sort of set of policies or something to appeal to them. Instead, he just says it. So as you say, with suburban women, but also like he goes to Erie, Pennsylvania, and he's like, you know what? I don't even want to be here. I shouldn't have to be here. I guess I gotta be here. He did it in, I think, Nebraska as well. Some other state, he's like, I shouldn't even be here right now. He says that to the rally attendees in the freezing cold. He tells them, I don't want to be here, but I gotta because I'm losing in the polls. How could that possibly work? And it might. There's like a 10% chance that that strategy actually works.
Well, that part is like something about him that I know this might be our biggest disagreement, is appealing because he kind of speaks off the cuff and people like that about him. But that is not enough to save him here, John. I mean, that off the cuffness is also in this time of crisis, a
war on crisis. Yeah. So, and by the way, I don't know if maybe this is what you're talking. Like he has this thing that they like. Would you like to, in your last appearance on TDR, for at least right now, would you like to defend his dancing?
Oh, I like the dancing. I thought it was funny. There is something to being authentically yourself in some way. People enjoy that. I thought the dancing was funny. Pretending he's not funny isn't gonna help matters. The fact that he's a monster gets in the way of him being funny, but he's funny. He's funny. There's something funny about Trump, John. We'll never agree on this. We'll never agree.
So here is the issue. Every joke has the setup and the punchline. So the is him doing this, I guess. But the setup for that punchline to work is convincing people that hundreds of thousands of Americans dying doesn't matter. And he did. Like if you look at, I was just covering a poll, only 24% of Republicans who are gonna be supporting Donald Trump think that the pandemic is an important issue for this election. Like they have been successfully convinced that the pandemic doesn't matter, that people aren't really dying, that it doesn't matter if they do, it's totally cool. So they like his little thing like this.
No,
I'm so bothered by the setup that I don't like the punchline.
Right, but I'm not even.
But you are okay with that because you're a monster.
Right. Well, obviously, this means I adore Trump and hope he wins 5 different terms into the end of time. I hope he's the emperor of the United States. But I just think, like, not in terms of joke punchline setup, but his existence and how ridiculous he is as a caricature is amusing. And some of the things he just blurts out, you're like, oh my God, you're so taken aback. I mean, the reason he was able to be a successful reality TV show host is because he's amusing and a character. So that's all I'm saying. And there is a segment of the population that is drawn to that, which is part of why he won in 2016 too.
Oh, I get it now. They're bringing you onto the majority report to provide some balance because you're now a red hatter. So they want that perspective just in case he wins. They want that perspective from the MAGA hat.
Right. They're going full CNN and they're gonna have me on as the Rick Santorum figure.
That's the path you were always going in. Let's be honest here. Anyway, somebody's like, John, don't choose Emma as your garbage person for position on his dancing. We'll see. Tune in Friday. Find out who my garbage person is. Maybe it's Emma on her last week. Maybe I throw her jersey into my trash can. Anyway.
After breaking my heart with that sweetness, do not even joke about it.
Okay.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.